Kasam-Tere Pyar Ki 29th of June 2017 written update of full episode, Tanuja's return shocks and scares Netra. Netra is completely shaken after she sees Tanuja. She refrains from telling Rishi anything. Tanuja does not want Abhishek to do anything out of the way for Natasha. Kasam-Tere Pyar Ki starts with Netra, Praneeta Sahu, seeing Tanuja Kratika Sengar at school, but as Tanuja has turned the other way she could not see her face and know that it was Tanuja. Tanuja speaks to her daughter about not getting into any kinds of fights. Later Rishi, Ssharad Malhotra, and Abhishek Amit Tandon have an argument and they are informed by the board that they are equals and rather than fighting to take over they should merge and work together. They are asked to inform the board in a week. Netra sees Tanuja finally and now remembers how Tanuja warned her to stay away from Rishi as he is hers. She decides to go behind Tanuja and speak to her about leaving Rishi to her. Abhishek asks Samar to show the picture of his family to Rishi and he does so, though the pictures show none of their faces. Rishi happily wishes him luck and goes off. Abhishek sees the picture which is of a masked party. He scolds Samar as he wanted Rishi to be jealous of his beautiful wife. Netra sees Tanuja at her daughter's school. Rishi calls Netra asking her about what happened in school while Netra is following Tanuja. Rishi asks Netra to come back home as he wants to speak to her. She decides to leave Tanuja for now and goes home. Once home Rishi senses Netra is tensed and asks her what is wrong. She blurts out that Tanuja is back, then corrects herself asking Rishi that what he would do if Tanuja is back. Rishi touches her and realizes she has fever. He calls for a doctor and takes Netra in. Tanuja, Abhishek and Natasha have a cute family moment and Tanuja happily notices the bond Abhishek shares with her daughter and how Natasha listens to him. Rishi remembers Netra blurting out and runs to her room while Netra thinks he is worried for her. He just asks her where she saw Tanuja. Netra says she said that because she had high fever and she was thinking a lot about Tanuja these days. Rishi goes back upset. Abhishek and Natasha practice for basketball in morning and he plans to go for the basketball competition with Natasha, but Tanuja stops him from doing anything for Natasha out of the way. Natasha does not agree to this, but Tanuja tries to convince her while an angry Abhishek walks away from the breakfast table. Tanya too forces her dad Rishi to accompany her to school for the day and Rishi agrees. Recap: Abhishek is angry with Tanuja as he says they had agreed to stay away from each other's life but there was no such deal concerning Natasha, and he had asked her not to come between him and Natasha.